All right, you remember this project? Well, I'd say it's time to continue a little bit on it because it's kind of in the way. Not really, but I want to get it up on 4 wheels, and I just haven't made any progress because of the weather. So we're going to try to change that right now, right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, Ross the Oliver Man. However, this is a John Deere 55 EB combine, which we always had. And if you recall, in the last installment, or whenever that was, we found the 2 tires, or the 2 rims, I should say, that came off of this. And this one, believe it or not, is still holding air, as rickety as it is. So I want to get it slapped on here, and then we're going to get the other rim mounted up. I got a tire, but I don't think I have a tube. I thought I did, and I just looked, and now I can't find it. So we're just going to make progress, and if I have to get a tube after a while when I go to town, that ain't no big deal. So what I don't want to do is, I don't want to put a junk tube in and have to keep airing it up every few seconds to continue on what we're doing. So we're going to make it where it at least holds air for a day at a time, you know. Yeah. Now that's going to fall over in a minute whenever I jack this up. I don't know why I even leaned it up there, because yeah, let's just knock it over now. But we got to go up pretty darn high, really, for what we are here, and I don't know how that's going to really go. Probably not very good with a handyman jack. It would probably work better with a hydraulic jack, but I'm just gonna embrace the failure, which is my life, and try to handyman it away. So yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. Oh yeah, this isn't sketchy at all. That might be enough. Probably would be if I cleaned all that mud away from underneath, right where we need to work. You know, stick your foot right under there while you got it jacked up in the air. Sure. Now we know that the hub turns good, but what we don't know is if the spindle is actually going to turn. It's going to move in the axle. So this may only end up being temporary, as we may end up swapping axles, or who knows what we will do before it's all said and done. Okay. Somewhere in that neighborhood. All right, this is actually somewhat working. I'm going to regret saying that because now it's not going to. But all right. Okay. Sure. I didn't quite remember how, if they went in or out, but I'm pretty sure that's how they go. It's right on it though, isn't it? There's plenty of room. All right. So that's cute. Let's set it down on there, and then I'm sure the weight will actually make that tire go flat, because why wouldn't it, you know? Why wouldn't it? Forgot. The whole point of this is you watching, so probably would be handy to have the camera pointing at something that's happening. Never oiled the handyman jack. That's just not life works. All right, so 50%, you know, that's how I passed math, so that should work. I think I'm gonna go ahead and slap that other rim on here, and then that will be easier to mount with it bolted to a surface. So, yeah, let's let that down in the mud, expensive tools. But yeah, sits a little more level that way, don't it? Kind of sits up higher than I remember it, but I will, yeah, go get that rim, the tire over here, and see if I can't find a tube, but I'm betting I'm gonna have to get one from town. All right, I found a tube I think that might work, so we're gonna go ahead and try to make this go. We'll mount the rim on. I got a tire I think will work. We'll just see what happens. Can you see there? I hope so, because everything I do keeps making it worse, it seems like. Oh, the wind is getting to me out here, I'll tell you. Now for my most favoritist thing ever, mounting tires in the freezing cold winter. Because rubber is very pliable when it's cold. Get on there. There. You don't need tire tools. All you need is a hammer. Like I said, this tube probably isn't big enough, but through the magic of inflation, which seems to be popular these days, I think we can make it fit. Okay, I will set you to the side with the hopes that you'll be able to see some of this. Should have got the tripod, but I didn't. One of these days, I'll get into the habit of the tripod, but anyway, there we go. All right, now, why get an actual air compressor when you could just get the little portable job? This thing is the freaking giving tree of tools. It just keeps giving and giving and giving. All right, now all we gotta do is wait. And then let the air out and then wait again. And guess what? No soap, because every time somebody brings that up, I'm not going to use it 5 more tires. So, yeah, If we can ever get through a tire video where no one leaves a comment about soap, I might start using it again. Well, we're up to 6. I'll bring you back when it's ready to go. All right. I think we're good to go. All right. So, we have a tire there. I'm going to set this down and see how we are. We got plenty clearance there. I'm still worried about it's not going to turn, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay. All right. 4 wheels for the first time in a long time. So technically we could probably drive it in the next one. I would like to, well, I not just would like to, we need to put some hydraulic oil in it and get that done. I'd also like to get it where I could control it completely from the seat. Right now you cannot start it and none of the gauges or nothing works from the seat. And like I said before, I'm pretty sure our flaw is in this wiring connector bundle thing right there. So we're going to try to get that pulled apart and cleaned, and then we'll see if that doesn't get us what we need. And if it doesn't, then we're going to have to probe on further and see about, you know, did something get... I don't think the wires are messed up is what I'm saying. They're dirty, but I don't believe that they're chewed, unless like a very important one is, but I don't think so, because I can pretty well see everything, and I think we're fine. We just need to, you know, maybe our key switch went bad. Who knows? You wouldn't think from just sitting it would, but it's quite possible. I suppose a good measure would be to take the dash apart and probe it and see if in fact we have anything. But I don't think that if I climb up here, which I didn't want to do, but I guess I will just for you to illustrate my point. I'm not sure how easy it is to get this apart is what I'm saying. I don't know if I can take this piece off. Just, yeah, I mean, these screws are so rusty, you know they're never ever gonna come loose. But if I take those 2 screws loose and a couple here, will that let this lift off of there, and then I could do whatever. Right now it doesn't have a battery in it, so don't freak out. But that is maybe possible of what we could do. They really did not give you a very good way to access all this stuff, you know. Like on the Oliver combines, the whole panel opens from the outside. You can get to all the electrical stuff. But this one, we're going to have to disconnect a bunch of things to make this go. So, anyway, I guess that's going to be in our next order of business. Boy, everything is so stiff today from the cold. Yeah. So, that is my plan. Yeah, so we'll see how long those tires last. Hopefully they're still up the next time we mess with it. And then that, you know, if I can just make it move, that's, I'm thinking it's not going to turn. It's just sat too long, but we'll see. Maybe with the hydraulic helping us, providing that the hydraulics all still work, we can make this happen. But it's back up on 4 wheels, and that's pretty cool because that's another step in our process of things that we had to do. So, yeah. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. That helps out the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment. Tell me that you liked it, or tell me that you hated it. Tell me I'm a moron. I really don't care, but anything that you say helps us out too. So, thank you again, as always, for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Thank you.